Hey, what's up everyone? Roster368 here today, giving you my unsolicited opinion on overall the best generation in Pokemon history, Gen 4. Yeah, so here we go. Turtwig. I'd say a good A tier. I want to see a trend with that. Why? Not interesting. I can cut it out. Because mainly I like the starters overall. They're really good starters. Um, and having a little turtle around would be cool. Um, Groddle, we're putting in B tier. Even though he's good, not my favorite out of the three stage evolution line and the just the starter trio in general. My least favorite form out of the, what is it, 9 forms of the starters. Torterra, we are putting Torterra in, I'd say a good old, no, not C tier. Good old A tier up with Turtwig. Again, yeah, you're going to be seeing a lot of that. The only thing that's keeping me from putting up into S tier is in the Pokemon anime when Ash's Groddle evolved into Torterra, its win ratio went way down. I just wanted to see more of that. More Torterra wins, to be honest. Yeah, so that's why he's an A tier, not S tier. Alright, this whole evolution line, lit. Literally the best. My all-time favorite is the Chimchar line. Bias, I know. Big bias. But it's Chimchar. Come on. Piplup going up into S tier because he's just a little guy. He's just a cute little penguin guy. Prinplup, we are putting in B tier with Groddle. Same thing as Groddle somewhat. Maybe not as much, so maybe A tier instead. Yeah, A tier. Not as bad as Groddle, in my opinion, but not enough to make it to S tier. Empoleon, straight up S tier. I mean, he's literally an emperor penguin that has blades for his fins. I mean, come on, man. What can get cooler than that? My favorite... You're gonna see a lot of my favorites in here. Starly, A tier. This whole line A tier. Except for this is S tier. I don't think I have to explain my Staraptor love to you guys. Excuse me. Bidoof. I feel like it would be an insult not to put him in S tier, because he's literally God. Yeah. Yeah, for the memes. B-Barrel, straight C tier. Maybe even D tier. I wish there was a in-between, but D tier. Not good enough to surpass, to be C tier or above. If that, like, Bidoof's one thing, but B-Barrel's a whole other thing. Straight garbage. Go Delaware whoop yourself. Yeah. Shanks, straight S tier, the whole thing. I told you there's gonna be bias in this, and I know I keep saying it, and I'm sorry. I don't like repeating myself too much and all that, but just so many Pokemon in this generation were done right. Like, literally. Budew, I'd say mid. Not my favorite design, honestly. Roserade, A tier. Roserade's really cool, in my opinion. Cranidos, B tier. I'm kind of neutral towards Cranidos. Cranidos is cool, but I don't have any strong feelings towards him. Rampardos, kinda same thing. Shieldon. Yeah. I guess C tier, my first C tier. I'm sorry, all the Bastiodon lovers. Yeah. Don't hate me. Burmy. I don't like the male female split towards Burmy. Which is why it's in C tier. And again, this is all my opinion. You guys, if you guys want to do your own, you definitely can. The link's right there. Wormadam. Excuse me. D tier. Mothim. I don't like Burmy because of the evolution, but Mothim as an evolution is pretty cool. I'm putting him in A tier. I like Mothim's design, and his shiny is so amazing. Combi. Same thing. The Vespiquen. Probably B tier. Yeah. Same treatment as Burmy and Mothim and Wormadam. Pachirisu, I have to say, there's going to be a lot of anime bias too, so we're putting Pachirisu up in A tier because it's just a little cute little electric squirrel guy. Weasel. Would be probably B tier. I don't feel much for him. Floatzel, not a big fan of him. I don't think I hate him. So, C tier. Cherubi, same thing. Cherum, maybe a little bit lower. Shellos. A tier. Shellos is a good boy / girl. Gastrodon, S tier. Who doesn't love a good Gastrodon? Ambipom, okay. Ambipom is one of, if not my favorite Pokemon in all of Pokemon. Just a little fun fact. And I say that because another Pokemon you're going to see is my all-time favorite. Hint, hint. Anyways. Drifloon. I have to say A tier just for the fact. Oh my god, that's gonna sound awful. It's going to sound awful, but. No. Yeah. No, you know what? B tier. I'm not. I don't know. A little bit lower for Drifblim. Baneri's a good guy. S tier. Wapani, I'm going to put in B tier because you know who you are. Miss Magius, C tier. I don't feel much for Miss Magius, but like to a lesser extent. Haunch Crow, A tier. Pretty cool design. I've used one before. It's extremely good. Glammeow, B tier. Perugly, D tier. Complete garbage. It's a tank. It's scary in Gen 4 playthroughs, but my god, I hate it. Actually, let me reword that. I don't dislike it. I'm not a big fan of it. Let's just say that. Chingling, we put in C tier. Yeah, C tier. Not much of a liker of Chingling. Stunky, we're going to put in the same tier. Skuntank, same. This goes down here. Mainly because I have more of a fun. Excuse me. Bronzor goes B tier. Not feeling much for him. Bronzon, on the other hand, I feel like is S tier just because this thing literally carried me through the Elite Four and BDSP with Levitate. Garchomp didn't stand a goddamn chance. It was hilarious. Bonsley. Let's put him in A tier. He's a cool little guy. Mime Jr. C tier. Happini. It's either A or S tier. You know what? I'll say S tier just because of how overpowered it was in the anime. Shadot, we're putting in B tier. Because I don't feel much towards them. But if I do a little bit, but not enough to make it A tier. Spiritomb S tier. Spiritomb's a cool Pokemon. Whole Gibble line S tier. It's cool. Munchlax. C tier. Riolu. A tier. Cario S tier. Hippopotas. C tier. I'm sorry to all the people that I'm offending with this list. Hippowdon. Don't hate me. Skorupi. Skorupi goes... going... I'm indifferent towards him. Drapion, though, A tier. Cool Pokemon. Never really used one myself, but I just like the design. Krogunk. Good ol' A tier. Yeah, A tier. Toxicroak. Probably B tier. Indifferent. Carnivine. C tier. Finneon, D tier. I don't like them. So, same with Luminion. Mantike, indifferent. Snover. Snover is probably A tier. Same with the, same with the Bomb Snow. Weavile. Never really thought about Weavile too much. But you know what? We're putting him up in S tier. I may be a little bit too generous with the S tiers, but yeah. Magnezone, A tier. Lickitung, C tier. Rhyperior, A tier. Tangrowth, E tier. Electivire, S tier. Magmortar, S tier. Togekiss, S tier. Mega, A tier. Leafeon, A tier. Glaceon, A tier. Now, as I hinted before, this is my favorite Pokemon of all time, so you're going up on the list. You're going first. I need to organize this a little bit. Mamoswine, indifferent. Porygon Z. Putting them up in A tier. Not sure how many of you will get the reference, but from Pokepark in the last area, Pokepark Wii, the first one, in the last area in the mystery room. Spoilers, by the way. He goes, and it's freaking hilarious. Glade, I would say he's a good old S tier. He's a cool guy. Probopass, I have to say C tier, not my favorite. Dusknoir, I'd say A tier. No specific reason, except for the fact that I like his design. Frostlass, now Frostlass is probably B tier for me because it's Snowcloak. Rotom or Rotom. S tier. I like how he functions, or you know what I'm talking about. Uxie, I'd say I'd put the Lake Guardians. If I'm basing it on power, they're cool. The concept of them is cool. Emotion, willpower, and knowledge. But if I'm basing it off of that or appearance, if I was basing it off of appearance, I'd say here, and here. But if I was basing it off of their concept, I'd probably put all of them up here. Let's put all of them up there. Dialga's a cool Pokemon. I feel like it would be S tier along with Palkia. But Palkia goes first because I like Palkia the most out of the two. Heatran, I would put in B tier, kind of indifferent. Regigigas, like the concept. Again, like the concept. But no, actually his appearance is pretty cool. A tier. Giratina, S tier. So you have the edge over Dialga. So you have the edge. Yeah, that looks right. Cresselia. Cresselia to me is B tier. You know what? No, A tier. Fione, I have a very big love for Fione. I'm putting her in S tier. Or it. Doesn't have a gender, but I have a big bias to Fione because of the fact that I bred one when I got a Manaphy back in the Gen 6 days, and I trained it up to level 100, and it was my favorite Pokemon. Funny that it's the one that's a breed of, or a child of the mythical that I liked more than the actual mythical, but yeah. Manaphy, I'm going to put up here with Fione. I know what I just said, but Manaphy's still really cool. Darkrai, S tier, really cool. Cool backstory, cool concept, cool signature move, cool ability. There's not much else to say about Darkrai. Shaman, we're going to put in, well, Skyform, S tier. Landform, A tier. And Arceus will go here. And, alright, but I'm gonna organize this and I'll be right back. So, this is the finished product. This is the finished tier list. I moved around some things in these two, but this is basically my S tier, A tier, B tier. I didn't really do anything too much with these, mainly because it's just, I don't know, I'm indifferent towards all of them, but there's some of them that I don't like more than others. So yeah, that's my tier list. Yeah, so thanks for watching. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.